Okay, there it is. It's playing again. See, the problem is this has to go out over this. This is the counterweight. So that's an old arm from a lamp. This came from one of those car things, and you put your phone in here and you can film on your desk. So it ain't pretty, but by gosh, it works. And then I can film on my desk, which is really nice. And I appreciate my husband for making that. So, you know what? One of the things I really like is that if you're a crafter, you should be able to craft. All of these drawers, I don't like white. I don't like stark white. And I could have gone to IKEA and gotten all the white, or I could have gotten the IKEA drawers and painted them all different colors. But it strikes me if you're going to pay $129 for a pair of drawers, it should come in the color you want. And I like wood. I like natural. All of these drawers were $90. And they came from Wayfair. Wayfair.com. I'll see if I can put a link down there. There are 5 of them, as you can see. They came just like that. They came flat in a box, just like the IKEA stuff. They're exactly the same dimensions as the IKEA drawers, and they have exactly the same kind of stuff in them. I store, there's nothing in that one, but you can tell what's in them from this one. So this is like Christmas leftovers and cutouts and holiday stuff. This one I think is animals. You can see when I make stuff, I make extras and then I stick them in there. This drawer happens to be flowers of all shapes, sorts, and sizes. So when I'm making stuff, I make stuff. And then the next one down is foliage of various sorts, stamps and bought foliage and things like that. And then this one is rosettes, because when you have a heat gun out, you should make a lot of them. So this is my packing stuff. You know, I don't have labels on them because I know what's where. Here's my foam. This is my foam pieces. And some of my foam is already double-sided. And some of it's in squares, ready to be made double-sided. I keep it in colors, and I have big sheets in my closet. This is all my plastic. So not only do I buy embossable window plastic from Judikins, but I also save the tops to berries and packaging from scissors. And these are from my favorite things. They came in a kit. But you know what? Extra pieces of acetate that come in different things. Save your packaging. Save stuff. You can do all kinds of things. Like down here, this is my cardboard box. And I save little bits of cardboard. I make journals and things. And I keep that. I have a very bad back. So I couldn't have all of my Alex drawers down low and be bending up and down. It's part of my disability. So they're all up higher so that I can pull them out and not get sore. My husband built the shelving that they all sit on. So the baskets down below hold things like, that has new stamp sets that I want to play in. This has my cardboard that when I'm making journals and things that I want to play with. This one, I don't think this one has anything. Oh, it's got extra paper for things that I'm going to make for my office. Down below this one in the boxes, by the way, from Walmart, 4 for $10. The pull-out boxes are my sparkle box, my sparkle splat box, and my sticky splat box. So one of them is for, see, they're labeled, cleverly labeled. One is for when I'm doing sparkles on everything, and the other one's for when I'm doing sticky spray You don't need to buy a $5 splat box. You can use an envelope box from your husband's office. And this box is things I can mail things in, and another splat box if I run out, if I need to. This is my stash of cards. This is my journaling stuff. My accordion folder with all my scraps in it, sorted by color, which is kind of cool. So up here, thanks to Sam Clayton of Mixed Up Crafts, this is all of my, these are all my Cuttlebug folders, little Cuttlebug folders, little Cuttlebug folders. These are stencils that I'm in the process of using or I have ideas for that I want to take out. This happens to be my stencil book. Got this on sale, I think at Tuesday morning, and I just keep adding pages to it. This is my swatch book. It's really important because it's got all my inks, all of my Spectrum markers. This, in case you were wondering, is a full set of all the Spectrum Noir markers. That's what it looks like. There's some extras in there. There's a few Faber-Castells. There's a couple of Copics in there that people have gifted me, a couple of Prismacolors. I really like Spectrum Noir. I think you get used to what you get used to. These are my blender pens. So these ones right here are my blender pens. So, storage. Here's an important thing. These are the smaller IKEA utensil holders, $2.19 a piece. That is a piece of plywood. So there's 8 of those. A piece of plywood from my husband's shop. Spray painted it green. He screwed them on. So that's what, $20 to store all of my markers. Yep. There you go. I did buy this one. This one I did not buy. It was one of my husband happens to be an accountant sort of kind of person. So he had that. Here's all my 8.5 by 11 paper. I get some of it from good old Michael's when it's on sale, because I'm not a professional and I don't work on a design team. I can tell you, here you go, my favorite watercolor paper is Canson, and Bristol Smooth cardstock, good old Bristol Smooth. That and my favorite shiny papers are by My Favorite Things. My other favorite papers are by the Cardstock Warehouse. They do an amazing job. Look at this. Isn't that a pretty purple? So Cardstock Warehouse gives you 25 sheets for $7.99 or something like that. Really nice. They do a really good job. Yes, they do. Look at this claret. Isn't that a pretty red? Anyway, so my signature color is gray, is teal on gray. That's what my business cards are. Staples gray is basically exactly the same color as Simon Says Stamp Fog, 110 pounds. It's basically the same weight and the same color, in case you wanted to know. This is the white that I use. It's a little more gray than Nina. It's fine with me. This is your basic white. You can tell they're different colors. You can tell they're different colors. This is a grayer white. This is a creamier white. This is basic 110 pound white from Staples. This is classic white, classic crest white from Staples, by the way. 110 pound. When you're feeling them, it feels exactly the same as Nina. I find that it colors very much the same, only it's $20 for 250 sheets. So, one of my very favorite cards I've ever made. Behold the living train wreck. So, captioned by Ink Road, Blah Bunny by Honeybee Stamps. I love this quote. I leave it out all the time. You are courageous creativity. You know that done is better than perfect. You see lovely details in the everyday. Your very soul glitters. Baby, you are ready. Get your stamp on. That's from Ink Road's founder, Laura Smith. So, my lovely, fun, smelly thing. So, we're going to start at the bottom. This bottom thing right here, she says, turning it a little bit sideways. I'm going to right back on. That is a double drawer filing cabinet, long ways. Originally, that had all my stamps in it, but it was too low and my back started hurting. So now it just holds stuff and bother. It holds long rolls of craft paper, brown paper, white paper, rolls, things like that. Extra goodies. You know, holds extras of things. In here, which is an old CD case, are all my stamps and dies. So I'm going to step back a little bit so you can see that. I made those boxes. So each of these boxes, it was my favorite paper pack. And so I took those paper packs. It's really heavy chipboard and paper and Aleene's tacky glue, and which is a really good PVA glue. It's great for bookbinding because it dries really stiff and really hard, and that's what you need. And these are literally all my stamps and dies. I don't know if you can see them all. So that's Christmas is the top two shelves, Christmas and holidays. Then there's shape dies. Then there's background dies. Top shelf is Lawn Fawn, and then Ink Road, and then, oh, it looks like nature and stuff like that. So it's a combo of Hero Arts, Pretty Pink Posh, butterflies, stuff like that. The entire middle row there, well, the middle row is Pretty Pink Posh flowers, Sunny Studio flowers, and then My Favorite Things flowers. The entire third row is all MFT animals. Okay, it looks like that front one is also Hero Arts animals. The bottom is all sentiments because I love sentiments, and there's Heffy Doodles mixed in there and all kinds of peoples mixed in there. So I am a sentiment lover. There you go. So guys, you know what? Craft. You don't need a refrigerator box. You really don't. Let me show you this. Look at this. Woohoo! So literally, these fit. They're nice and solid. You can make these. All these took were time. You know? So don't get jealous over somebody else's stuff. Don't say, oh, I have to have a clear refrigerator box. Make your own. You're a crafter. So, this is how I store my stuff. I take the, okay, this is not all my favorite things. These are all sentiment strips. So we've got the edge dies, we've got their flags, and then I think we've got somebody else's strips of ease in here. These are Desire things. Theirs are sticky on one side. So what I usually do is I take, like, these are all MFT word dies. So these are all happy birthday ones, and they're all in one thing. So I get a piece of cardboard, magnets either side, they all go together. Catherine Pooler words. When I get some more Catherine Pooler words, I'll put another magnet on this side and put it in there. I love die cuts, in case you want to know. I also make a lot of celebration cards for people. So, more MFT. Cheers, celebrate, congrats, party, smile. There we go. There we go. So anyway, I took it all out of there because I wanted to show you what I did. So 2 end papers, 2 middle papers, and then I lined the box to keep it all together. There you go. Works really well. I don't have to be jealous about anybody's boxes at all. You can do whatever you want. I keep these out because I'm forever losing them. So, or my other favorite, which is when you like rearrange stuff and you can't find it. So, flora and fauna. Actually, this is just flora. This is fauna and animals, scene building, people things, bows, ribbons, coffee cups, tags, alphabets up here. My favorite is actually Birdie Brown. I have 2 sets of those and the Heavy Doodle jet alphabet. They're really nice size for printing alphabets. Yeah. So Cat Scrappiness makes some really nice, by the way. This is hers too. They make some really nice dies, in case you were wondering. That's actually Tonic Studio there. This is Cat Scrappiness dies. They do a really nice job of basic dies, and they're really reasonable. They're like 15 bucks. You can't beat MFT for fun things, but goodbye stamps. So this lovely thing, I got this for 10 bucks at an office yard sale. Isn't that cool? It originally had less shelving, but it had, you know, it was a shelf. I don't know if you can see in there. It had, you know, it's got the spots for bookshelves, and so we bought more little bookshelf holders. My husband cut balsa wood for it, and it holds all my papers, all my little individual papers like Christmas card, right on 12 by 12 cardstock. Well, no, the big cardstock's in the other place. This holds the pieces. Holidays, spiritual, specialty paper, that's like glitter and rice paper and stuff like that. Dots, stripes, plaids, swirls, nature, kids, you know, stuff like that. Yes, there is a Torah, a modern commentary in my craft room, because that is a very big book, and if you want to like squish something when you're drying it, works really well, in case you were wondering. This lovely thing here is Master Toby's crate. Master Toby is the dachshund who is the official craft commentator here in the craft room, in case you wanted to know. The other official craft commentator is Miss Magdalena Jalapena, who is currently sleeping while I film. She is a Feist, which is a southern Appalachian breed, bred to hunt varmint and small pieces of paper that go flying, in case you wanted to know. So yeah, that's who she is. I think I'm going to stop this video and we're going to do Craft Room Part 3, where I can show you how I organize my desk. And we say goodnight to the Miss Magdalena.